Crusaders, happy Friday. Welcome to the show. We got a criminal law professor coming up to talk about bail reform in New York, and we see a lot of this nonsense happening in California as well. And we're also going to talk to a former lieutenant commander, F-14 Tomcat Air Force pilot, Navy pilot, about the airline in Iran, the airplane that went down. A lot of questions there, so we'll get these gentlemen's expertise all coming up. But first, I want to start with Dave Chappelle. He was awarded the Mark Twain Prize the other day, and his speech was awesome. Want to play a couple clips. Here's the first.
I want to just talk about my genre. Stand-up comedy is an incredibly American genre. I don't think any other country could produce this many comedians. And unbeknownst to many people in this audience, I don't think there's opinion that it exists in this country that is not represented in a comedy club by somebody. Each and every one of you has a champion in the room. We watch you guys fight, but when we're together, we talk it out. I know comics that are very racist, and I watch them on stage, everyone's laughing, and I'm like, that mother means that. Don't get mad at them, don't hate them. We go upstairs and have a beer, and sometimes I even appreciate the artistry that they paint their racist opinions with.
Oh, stop there. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. I appreciate the artistry with which they paint their racist opinions with. That is unbelievable. That is a level of elevating yourself from the situation that we would all do well to work on, right? If you're in a marital spat or an argument with your kids, right? To be able to remove yourself from the moment, from the situation in that very moment, and to not let your emotions drive your actions, that's like a superpower. To look down on an emotional moment as if you're a third-party observer, and to be able to slow down and humble out and realize that whatever you're fighting about probably, or like 99% of the time, is not what you're actually fighting about, whether that's with your spouse or with your kids. There's something else going on, and this is just the cause of it all, or the trigger for it all. If you're able to do that, and Chappelle is, right? But our society, see, he was, right? He's like, that guy's racist. But I'm not gonna freak out. I'm not gonna go punch him in the face. I can even appreciate the artistry with which he shared his racist beliefs. That's unbelievable. Our society today is just constantly outrage, outrage, outrage. People taking things massively personally all the time. Every comment about everything is an attack to me. It's an attack on me and my identity. What's the Ricky Gervais? There's a Ricky Gervais bit where he says Twitter. He's like, I'm on Twitter, and I just write a thing on Twitter, and you have to go to me to read it. You have to come to me, and then you come to me and you read it, and then you get mad at me. And he says, that's like you're walking around the town square, and there's a bulletin board, and someone says guitar lessons. And you grab it and you go, I don't blanking want guitar lessons. And you call the number up and you scream at the guy, how dare you offer guitar lessons? All right, whoa. Wasn't for you, okay? Wasn't for you. You don't have to take everything so personally, right? Not everything's an attack on you. It's not all about you. But now it's not only an attack on it, generally it's an attack on my identity. So if you don't think that a man can give birth, for instance, which is a controversial thing to say these days, then you are accused of violence against trans people, right? That was what the whole microaggression thing was about. It was the beginning of turning speech into aggression, speech into violence. But again, Dave Chappelle can hear a racist do a racist bit highlighting his racism, and Chappelle can appreciate the artistry that they painted their racist opinion with. That is beautiful.